The next way many people lose money is by buying designer food, designer beauty material, designer household products, designer clothes. I cannot forget one day on the streets of central London. I'm not sure now if it's Bond Street or Oxford Street. I saw a beautiful, very nice looking suit. So I thought, okay, let me window shop more and I'll come back for the suit. Then I got in front of one of the big names. I don't want to mention the name. I'll just say that the first letter of that company is J, and their name sounds like either German. The same suit. One place was £100. The second place was £700. No change. In fact, I had time on that day. I walked back and forth comparing. There were no photo shoots by phone in those days. I would have taken the photo of both and put it side by side. I was 110% sure. Many years later, I got to know. As a matter of fact, they instruct the same fashion house to sew and then tell them to put their labels on. £100, £700. If you insist on designer instead of what fits, what looks good, and what makes you comfortable, you end up spending your money because it carries a label. They smile to the bank and you are screaming when your bills come. You burn money by insisting on designer food. You know, some people will not buy fruit unless they get to some classy fruit shop. It is picked from the same farm. And may I bust your bubble by letting you know sometimes when it looks good in the other shop, they'd use some chemicals to clean it so it looks brighter and better. And sometimes those chemicals, we are not very sure if they are good for our health. The 15th way many burn money is by loaning money to family and friends. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The good book, the Bible, teaches us that whoever asks you for the coat, give them the trouser. There are certain people, you must know this. Don't give them a loan. Relations are the most difficult. If you come from the culture I come from, if you give your brother, your sister, or cousin, or nephew, or niece, or aunt a loan, and you couldn't recover it, you can't go to court. You want to go to court, your mom will say, you want to kill me? You want to destroy me? You're taking your brother. Everybody becomes your brother when they owe you money. You want to take your brother to court? So, relations, give them what you can. After you've done that, look yourself in the mirror and say like Michael Jackson, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Once you are pleased with what you've done, never go to bed feeling guilty, because some people know how to ride you on a guilt trip. You are burning money when you allow relations to borrow from you. Give them what you can walk away from. Never get sucked into that borrow me thing. Number 16, buying designer clothes at expensive departmental stores. We already touched a little bit of this. Okay, you want to buy this designer clothes. It has a name. There is nothing wrong with you going online. You Google. There are stores all over the world that now go to the same places where they package the designer clothes. Can you guess what? The designers will reject the cloth because a thread came out. But there are these shops that will go and pack it and have it. The designers themselves are selling it $500. This shop that brought it here now sells it $250. Who's going to look around to see the thread? And who's going to ask you, did you buy it in the store where they brought it down? Yes, you must spoil yourself, but listen, You have come to this platform of the Money Masterclass because you want to make, manage, and multiply money. You need to change your habits if you are going to make, manage, and multiply money. Number 17, buying goods and services because they are on sale. The sales psychology is perpetually used by stores. They know it gets us. In fact, that's why they put it by the windows. 40% down, 50%. Black Friday. There was no Black Friday many years ago. Now it's a real hit. Everybody wants Black Friday. Christmas is the biggest sale period here in the United Kingdom. But you see, a good number of times, the goods and services that are on sale, all they have done is probably mark up before now marking down. And they also know a way. They know that once you come in, you will be attracted to so many other things, and you end up spending more than you had planned. If you want to multiply money, you've got to know how to manage your appetite. Number 18, carrying a lot of cash. Carrying a lot of cash. I know that many people are watching this from all over the world, and there are some economies where the credit card or the ATM card does not always work effectively for payment. POS is a great way and a great place to pay. We know we've said do not carry too many cards and do not use credit cards too much. However, also, if you carry a lot of cash, you will end up spending it because you'll be tempted. Something will tell you you have the money. Spend it. It makes you spend too easy. So what you need to do is remove excess cash that is sitting in places around you. In fact, remove excess cash that you have in low interest accounts and transfer to high interest accounts, so that your low interest account is really for quenching fires. Because if the money is too available, you will find that you are always responding to everything that happens and everything that comes. There are some things you should be able to walk away from.